Hey everybody, it's Jesse, and I'm about to merge some changes in GitHub, and I thought it would be cool to show y'all how I work through pull requests that have merge conflicts, and I'm going to show one way to resolve it. Let me share my screen. Oops, sorry, it was on the right screen to begin with. All right. So we've gotten a pull request here on one of the projects that I'm working on my free code camp live stream, and we can see here that it has conflicts. Now, one way we can do this and solve these conflicts is right here on GitHub. All right, there's some other ways to do it. You can download it as a separate branch and merge it on the command line. But you don't always need to do that. And for this branch, what I like to do first is, after we read what's been changed, so there's a brief discussion here about, what's been changed. It resolves an issue that we already had, which is good. And so we've just kind of moved the divider in our side drawer, added links, added an icon, removed an underline, and so that looks good. So none of these changes are really kind of messing with the logic or anything. These are all just a few visual changes. So now after that, I like to go in and see what has changed. So on the left side we have the original file, and on the right side we have the changes. So anytime we see on the right hand side something in green with a little plus, that means there's an addition. So we can see from the original to the new one, we've added some components from Material UI, and we've added a class here in our CSS. We've added a divider, and then some links. Okay, so we have links to a few websites, and I reference these websites in the pull request, or I'm sorry, in the issue that this pull request is solving. Okay, we've added in an icon, and like it said in the message with this commit, these icons are supposed to designate that these links take you to an external website, which is not something I put in the original pull request, but it's kind of nice. And let's see. So this is all new stuff here. And I'm just scanning through here just to make sure everything looks okay. Looks good. Alright, great. So now that I can see that everything in here looks fine, there's no code in here that's suspicious at all. I don't want to assume anything bad about those who contribute to my projects, but you have to be protect your code, which will ultimately protect your users. So for this, nothing here is at all suspicious or could cause any problems. It was easy. There was only one file change, and there weren't that many changes. If there had been a lot of changes to some important things, if we'd been pulling in more NPM packages, then I would have liked to have loaded this into a separate branch, tested it locally before I merge it, and we can go over that in a future video. But for now, the next step is we're going to try to resolve the conflicts right here in GitHub. So I click Resolve Conflicts, and now I have that drawer.js component, and let's check here to see what's conflicting. So here's what we have. Here we have this external link, but then in our master we have some other classes. So what had happened is earlier today I had merged a different commit that added in these two classes. So when this commit had been made, it didn't have this in the code, right? Because both of these commits had been added within the last few days. So what I really want to do here is I want to keep all 3 of these classes. Let's scroll down to see if there's anywhere else. I think that was the only conflict, but better to be sure. Yep. So now we can go in here and edit the file. And I believe it'll let us edit right in here. There we are. So we're going to edit right in here. And see, this says links in drawer. This is the name of the branch. Alright, so that's not part of the code, so we can get rid of that. And then let's get rid of this master. Alright, and that simply told us those equal signs there were kind of the divider. Everything above it, where that links in drawer was, that's the stuff that's in that we're trying to merge in, and then this was the stuff that was in conflict. And I think I got rid of a bit too much there, so let's add in. There we are. I must have accidentally deleted a curly bracket and a comma. So everything looks good. Let's mark as resolved. Great. So everything's resolved, and now we're going to commit. Wonderful. And we've committed the merge, right? So that doesn't mean that we've merged the pull request completely, right? So let's merge now. Confirm the merge. Wonderful. And I always like to leave a nice comment, thanking whoever submitted the pull request. So there we are. Want to comment? Alright, great. And now just to be sure that this worked, we can check, and we're going to check in 2 places. So the first place we can check is right here in our repo. We can see we had a change a minute ago, and that was merge master into links in drawer. Right? And we can see our changes, our additions. Wonderful. Right? Now we can also go back to our code. Let's see if we have it here. We do. Alright, so I'm using Visual Studio Code for my editor. We have a built-in terminal here. So in the built-in terminal, I can type git pull, right? Git pull, and we can see we have some changes from that drawer.js component. And good, that's what we wanted. And now we can even check it out. So we have this project up and running locally, and all the changes should be right here in this drawer. There we are, and we can see here are the changes. These links didn't exist before, and now they're here. And I can see way down in the corner, it's too small probably for you to see on the video, but I can see they are linking to the correct URLs. Alright. So that's how you merge a pull request that has merge conflicts all within GitHub. You don't have to do anything on the command line. So this only really works in certain situations, like I said, when you really trust the code. Otherwise, you definitely want to test this thoroughly. So if you like this video and you want to know more about Git or anything that has to do with front-end development, please let me know in the comments. If enough of you are interested in a certain topic, I will definitely do a video on it. And hopefully this helps you. Feel free to ask me any questions. If you try this and something doesn't work, you can send me a message on Twitter or put it in the comments to this video. Thanks for watching.